How many times have you got paid on Friday and then by Monday, you're already wondering where it all went? You told yourself, this time I'm gonna save. This time I'm gonna be more disciplined. And then poof, it's gone. If that's you, then you are definitely not alone. I used to live that cycle. Payday would come, I'd feel rich for 48 hours, and then anxiety would hit. Bills, debt, guilt. And then you hear that little voice say, you should be further by now. I know what it feels like to love God, to tithe faithfully, and still feel like you're stuck financially. Because that was me, praying for overflow while silently living in overdraft. But here's what changed everything. I realized money isn't just a financial issue. It's a management issue. You can't pray your way into peace if you don't have a plan for your paycheck. And so that's why today I'm going to share 5 simple steps that you can follow every single time you get paid. A rhythm I call the Payday Peace Plan. It's the same exact system I used to pay off over $300,000 in debt, build over $1 million in assets, and finally experience peace instead of pressure when money hit my account. So go ahead and grab your notebook because this one's going to change how you see payday forever. So step 1 is going to be pray before you pay. So before you even touch your money, you want to pause and pray. This is your reset moment. Say something like, God, thank you for trusting me with this paycheck. Give me wisdom to manage it with purpose, not pressure. It's simple but powerful because prayer brings peace before the spending starts. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God. When my client Renee started doing this, she told me, I used to open my bank account with anxiety. Now I open it with authority. That's the difference when you invite God into your finances first. Step 2, give first by putting God first. So this very first action you take should be giving. So Proverbs 3:9-10 says, honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your increase. Then your barns will be filled with plenty. When you give first, you remind your heart who your source really is. You stop worshiping the number and start trusting the provider. One of my clients, London's mom, was scared to tithe because money was tight. But once she started giving first, everything shifted. Unexpected checks came, expenses dropped, and for the first time in years, she said, I feel peaceful even before I pay my bills. Giving first doesn't reduce your finances, it releases them. You can't outgive God. Step 3, save second to protect your future. After you give, your next move is to save. Even if it's just $10, it's about consistency, not about the amount. Saving isn't just for emergencies, it's for obedience. It's how you prepare for what you've been praying for. Luke 16:10 says, whoever is faithful with little will also be faithful with much. When you save, you create space for increase. It's not about storing money, it's about stewarding it. One of my clients, Don, started automatically saving $25 per paycheck. He said, at first it felt pointless until I checked 6 months later and had $650 sitting there. It wasn't just money, it was proof that discipline works. When you save second, you're telling your future, I've got you covered. If this is already speaking to you and you're like, Shawnee, I need this system in my life, then click the first link in the description and book your free wealth strategy call. I'll help you design your personalized version of the Payday Peace Plan so you can finally feel calm, clear, and confident with your money, not confused or guilty. Now, let's jump to step 4 because this is the one that actually builds wealth over time. Step 4, assign every dollar. Here's the truth. Unassigned money always disappears. So the secret is every dollar you earn should have a destination before it leaves your account. Proverbs 21:5 says, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. Abundance doesn't happen by accident. It's a result of assignment. So we're going to be talking about what you should do to assign these dollars for investing, covering expenses, and paying down debt. All right? So this is after you've given and after you have saved. Our first step is going to be to invest to grow what you've been given. So a portion of your income should go towards growth. It could be a retirement account, index funds, a side business, or even education. Investing is biblical. It's multiplying what God placed in your hands. Remember the parable of the talents? The servant who multiplied was rewarded, the one who buried was corrected. God doesn't bless buried potential. Start small, even if it's just $20 per paycheck. All you have to do is just start, okay? Number 2 is you want to then cover your expenses. Manage the everyday with peace. So this is your lifestyle money, your rent, your food, your transportation, phone, food. The goal isn't restriction, it's rhythm. Enjoy what you've earned without losing what you're building. If your expenses constantly create stress, that's a sign your flow needs pruning. So peace comes from purpose, not pressure. So spend in alignment with your values, not your emotions. The third category you want to assign is paying down your debt to redeem what was borrowed. Debt repayment is an act of stewardship. It's not punishment, it's progress. It's each time you pay something off, you're reclaiming ground. Romans 13:8 says, "Owe no one anything except to love one another." Debt reduction is a part of deliverance. You're freeing future income from past mistakes. And every time you move closer to zero, you make room for overflow. So here's the thing. When you give, save, invest, manage expenses wisely, and reduce debt consistently, you create a cycle of financial peace that cannot be shaken. Money stops being a source of stress and it becomes a tool for purpose. Let's hop over to the 5th and final step, okay? This is going to be plan the next 14 days because we want peace before pressure. So before payday hype wears off, I want you to sit down and plan the next 2 weeks. This is what I call your financial Sabbath. It's 20 minutes of reflection, prayer, and planning. Look at your upcoming bills, your goals, and your giving, and ask God, how do you want me to use this money? 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace." So that means when your plan is clear, your mind becomes calm. So set reminders and automate what you can. And if you're married or partnered, plan together because agreement accelerates alignment. When you steward your paycheck with order, you start to experience peace long before the payday comes around. So let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just a money routine, it's a spiritual system because peace doesn't come from more money, it comes from more order. When you bring your finances under God's structure, you give him something to bless. Deuteronomy 28:12 says, "The Lord will send rain from his rich treasury in the heavens and bless all the work you do." Notice it says work you do. That means blessings flow through stewardship, not surprise. So here is the rhythm one more time. Step 1, pray before you pay. Step 2, give first. Step 3, save second. Step 4, assign every dollar to investing, expenses, or debt. And step 5, plan the next 14 days. That's the Payday Peace Plan, a simple system that makes peace practical and prosperity possible. So here's the thing. I've lived it, my clients have lived it, and now it's your turn. So if you're ready to stop feeling behind, ready to stop surviving from check to check, and start actually building peace and purpose with every dollar, click the first link in the description and book your free consultation call. We'll build your personal Payday Peace Plan together, a step-by-step system that helps you honor God, hit your goals, and finally breathe when payday comes. Because freedom doesn't come from hustle, it comes from holy order. And today, that order starts with you. So if this video blessed you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and share it with your family and friends who are ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start living with purpose and peace. Remember, money isn't your master, it's your ministry. And when you manage it in order, peace always follows. I'm Shawnee today, and I will see you in the next video.